Going to a networking event, most people think that they're there as guests, but I'm going to give you a tip that I think is incredibly valuable, and that is to act like a host and not a guest. Now that might seem counterintuitive if you're not running the event, but think about what a host does. If you're welcoming somebody to your home, what do? You make them feel welcome, you engage with them, you introduce them to the other guests in the home. You generally make them feel comfortable in that situation. You don't have to be an official host to be acting as a host at an event. It's a subtle mind shift that if you go in there with the notion that you're going to make people feel comfortable as a host, even in an unofficial capacity, your ability to engage with people is going to significantly change. I know when I teach this tip to people in networking for the first time, they're really blown away. So I know it's a very powerful tool. And I've seen people practicing that at networking events, and they always come up to me afterwards and they tell me it is one of the most effective ways of getting to meet people, because it is a massive mind shift to go in there as a host and not a guest. So some of the things that you could do if you're a host at an event is look around for people who are standing by themselves. Of course, they have no idea that you've gone in there and you don't know anybody yourself either. So I would go up to them and simply introduce them. Now, in the previous video, we talked about wanting to see a certain number of people for your goal. So this counts as meeting towards your goal. So at any networking event, no matter where you go, there are always people standing by themselves, and they really want to be included in conversations because they're freaking out as much as you are. So it's really encouraging to have somebody coming up to you and introducing themselves and acting as a host and making you feel comfortable. Of course, sometimes you'll go to networking events where people are already there and they've been going for a while and you're walking in, and one of the things that you would be looking for is people who are in groups of people that aren't closed. So I'm going to show you a little diagram on a download after this so you'll see the difference between open and closed groups. If you're a host and have a host mentality, you would always be standing with a group of people so that it is open for people to be able to come in and join your conversation. So I would be looking out for people that would be coming to the room and say, hey, come and join us, or motioning to them to come and join you, and then introducing yourself and of course introducing them to the people that you're talking to as well. So go to a networking event, act like a host, not a guest, and I guarantee that mind shift will give you a much better experience at that event.